Hello, and welcome to the World at War. It's, of course, our Tuesday night Dire Bear campaign, where we'll be playing Scion 2nd Edition. I'll be your GM, or story guide, Jason from over at the Nerd Turtle Network. And with me, as usual, will be Sarah playing Sasha, Eric playing Connor, Rap playing Jaden, Duba playing Robert, and Decca playing Talereis.
Hey, hey.
Duba, you have gone completely nos again.
Oh, please hold.
Activate Halo.
Yeah.
Well, the Halo
Activate
fits.
Halo in 5. There we go. How's that?
That's pretty good. All right. I'm sure everybody remembers what we were doing last week.
Leveling up.
Well, yes, at the end.
And the whole news station thing.
Right. You were raiding the news station, taking care of a hostage situation. Not, however, taking care of the bomb. Though you got all the people out, so, you know.
I mean,
We
rookie
saved
mistakes.
everybody.
They can rebuild the news station eventually.
Well, they were insured.
They've got insurance, yeah.
Just imagine the State Farm commercial referencing this one.
Has this happened to you lately?
What was the one with the Mayhem one?
Yeah.
I forget which
The
company
Mayhem.
that was.
That is State Farm.
Was it still
that's
State Farm? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm an emotionally compromised Scion who doesn't know how to control their fire powers.
To be fair, it wasn't any of y'all that started any fires or anything.
Nah.
True.
Not this time.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us have fire.
No, actually, I don't think we do either.
No. Duba would be probably the only one of y'all that has the option of it.
Yeah, I'm pretty much the only one that has the option of fire. Which, if I can take it after a while, I'll probably pick it up.
Let's see, unless we pick up a relic that gives access to it. But yeah.
So anyway, y'all cleared out some alpha dogs. You saved the crew of the news station. All of this was caught on camera. Well, not everything going on in the building, but some of it was caught on camera. And y'all getting outside with everybody was caught on camera. So you are quite famous within the city right now. All the news stations were calling for interviews, though Connor had already done an interview with this particular station.
That's what started this mess.
What had started this.
Yeah.
Talereis this entire time is like, don't answer them, don't answer them, don't answer them. I swear to God if you guys answer them.
And I believe it was Channel 7 that burned down.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what they were. If I said what they were an affiliate of.
You said they were NBC affiliate.
NBC, all right.
The weird things I remember from sessions.
Not that it makes a heck of a lot of difference, but as I burn down stations, I don't want to burn down the same station by mistake.
Well, I mean, that would be hilarious, though.
Man, Jason really hates NBC affiliates.
All right, so y'all broke up for the evening after talking to the police, and I think somebody had spoken to some of the
Me.
Yeah, the following morning.
Yeah.
Monkey boy.
That's right, because y'all were going to have a meeting the next morning, and several of you had people waiting outside your apartments.
Yeah.
Because they knew where Connor lived. Robert just had his neighbors watching him as he left. I don't think anybody knew where Jaden lived.
No, there was people out there, but they didn't get close because she had Spruce with her.
And Sasha snuck out the back door.
Yeah, she disguised, snuck out, and I think was catching a ride with Robert.
'Cause
Yeah,
she had brought a gaggle of people home with her the night before, by mistake. So she had
Damn
news
rookie.
crews and just random folk out there. Because she had left, leaving, you left, what is your animal's name? Snookums?
Smoochums.
Smoochums. You had left Smoochums behind because Smoochums is rather noticeable.
Ornery.
Both, yeah.
I can't believe Papa John's still giving me.
Let's see, Talereis, you had woke up at what, 11 or 12? You said
11-ish.
that's right. It was a little bit early for you because you had video to work on.
And they are doing that. They are doing that as people arrive. If people show up, it's Call of Duty themed.
So you're working on the video. You hear the door open behind you, but you're expecting people. So no biggie there.
Yeah, go ahead. It's open.
You hear somebody walking in. This is going to be an odd question. What kind of flooring do you have in your apartment? Or does Talereis have in
Wood.
their apartment?
Wood.
It sounds like somebody's wearing tap shoes as they're walking up behind you.
They're just like gonna do the thing where they're like still kind of working on it and just kind of like absentmindedly turn as they're like, who's got the tap shoes?
And behind you, you see a figure with, goat legs.
Yeah.
It's like he's wearing really, really furry tights. All the way down to goat feet. His knees bend the wrong way. He's got little nub horns peeking out of gray hair.
Not who I was expecting, but
Yeah, you said I could come in.
Yeah, that's true. It's not like a vampire thing, is it? Where if I invite you, you're just like able to be here.
Not like a supernatural thing, but you've invited me, so I'm here now.
Sure. Who are you?
He holds his hand. Oh, I'm Samuel. Your dad sent me.
What did my dad say? What? Is this the learning thing where he can't do it himself, so he calls? You said your name is Samuel?
Yes.
Samuel to do it?
Well, let's just say we saw you get in a fight, and we saw how much you don't know how to fight. You got backbone, kid. I appreciate that. But if you're going to jump out and basically scream, "Here I am, shoot me," you need to know how to defend yourself. And that's where I come in.
You know what? That's fair.
Now, the entire time we saw him, he's had like a grocery sack in his hand.
What's in the bag?
I didn't know what kind of groceries you had.
Did they let you in Target?
Yes, they let me in Target.
I don't know these things. I didn't know who the heck I was until like last week.
That's racist.
That's fair. Actually, though, would they let him in Targets? Because I think they've got surely they've got a no pants, no service
shirt,
thing.
no shoes, no service.
Sarah, I just saw what you posted.
There a lawsuit about this? Like, Satyr discrimination, or
just say they gotta wear pants like everybody else. That's all.
or skirt or something.
Maybe it's something.
Kilt.
Yeah, same thing.
Did you raise your eyebrows at me, Josh? You got like 3.
Anyway, so he walks over to your counter. He starts putting stuff. Big old carton of goat milk.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Fridge is over there. And they point to the fridge.
Oh yeah, I've also brought some equipment for you.
Like what?
Well, folks like your dad, A lot of times they give their kids little somethings to give them an advantage. There is a war on after all.
Gotta remind me about the war.
What was that?
They're just like, it's a war, huh?
Yep.
Is it just gonna keep happening?
Well, it's been going on an awful long time, but and he's still digging out stuff out of the bag. You're not sure how he packed quite this much stuff into one bag.
There's a lot of stuff in that bag.
Yeah, well, I've been around a while. I know how to pack and build walls, and
Okay.
First Scion I trained worked at a grocery store. Long story, I'll tell you later.
Talereis
Anyway,
actually
we were
does,
talking about the
kind of,
war.
like, stifle a laugh.
War's been going on a long time, but it's kicked up a little bit lately. A lot of us are afraid the Titans are close to breaking loose. Oh, here we go.
Titans.
And
What?
he pulls out a big mag light and just kind of chunks it at you.
Talereis kind of does the thing where they fumble it and they catch it. This is a flashlight.
That is a holy relic.
They look down at Samuel like, this is a flashlight.
Your father's known for bearing torches. I mean, he's not as well known for that as his bow, but it's still a thing he does. But nobody uses torches anymore, so there you go.
They're pointing at the flashlight like, flashlight!
It's a mag light. You could hit somebody with it.
I mean, I guess in a pinch.
And if you'll notice, etched on the handle is a word.
You want me to pick the word, or do you want the word?
I'm gonna let you pick your command word.
Okay.
I'd suggest something Greek, but whatever.
It's not like I can't really pull up Greek in the middle of a snowstorm. Jesus, Jason.
Right here. Hold on. Google.
I thought you'd be already prepared. Sorry, I overestimated you, Deca.
My power's been out.
Quick, tell me what you want this to do. What is its function? I will search for it.
Probably something like illuminate, or
Probably be Lumos. No, it's Latin.
That's Latin.
Yeah, same pantheon.
Photismos.
Photismos. Is that what you said, Eric?
Yep. Photismos.
Photismos. That's the word.
All right, Protismos. Somebody write that down.
That's. I literally cannot right now.
Oh yes, because your power's off, so pencils don't work. Okay, gotcha.
Well, I also don't know how to spell it, and I'm in the dark.
I don't know how to spell English words. That never stops me from writing something down. I just can't tell what it is
Fair
later. But as Talereis reads the word, the light comes up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the light.
I found a different translation, apparently.
There's probably a few words that would cover that concept.
Yeah. Okay. Sarah looked for illuminate. I looked for illumination. Alrighty.
Illumination probably worked better in this case anyway. So fair enough.
Either one.
Anyway, the last thing he pulls out of the bag is a little leather pouch. He hands that to you.
What's this?
Oh, it's figs.
They look down at their body like, am I not eating enough for Amor, or...
They're out of your father's own garden.
They look in there, it's like, is it actually like little, is it like little fig Newtons, or is it like the actual fig fruit?
I would assume the actual fig fruit.
Hmm.
They're very bright and shiny gold.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh.
Fig Newtons.
Well, those are handy. They look gaudy. What do these do?
They'll bring out your best. What are you best at?
Talking, I guess.
Then that's probably what they'll help you with. I don't know. Your dad didn't leave
They
instructions. He just said, "Hey, give the kids some figs." So I gave you some figs.
give the kid some figs.
Don't
They
get greedy
tie
though; they'll never run out.
One more time. Run that by me one more time.
Don't get greedy though. Well, if you don't get greedy, they'll last. They'll never run out.
Good to know. And they like very quickly fashion, not necessarily like the most fashionable looking thing, but they like make a little pouch for their like belt or something and put it on there.
Oh no! When I say this is a pouch, think like your typical dice bag. You know, it's not very big at all.
Right. They're tying it to their belt.
Okay.
So you come here. You've got goat milk. You've got whatever else. What?
No, this was just groceries. You know. I didn't know how well stocked you were.
I'm
Lot
decently
of
stocked.
A lot of folks your
I do-
age don't you know
I-
don't stock their fridges
have
too
to-
well.
I have to keep up appearances.
So many
Uh,
Pop Tarts.
It's a lot of Pop Tarts.
They get their phone. Like, do you mind if I just take a picture of you real quick?
He kind of steps back, strikes a pose, sucks his gun in a little bit. And he's not
Take a picture.
fat, but he's
No.
definitely got kind of middle-aged spread starting up.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's a lot of gray in his hair too.
Me too, buddy. Talereis takes the picture and sends it to the group chat with like question marks.
How far away am I from his place?
Oh, you're about a block away at this point.
Block away.
All of y'all are on your way and getting pretty close.
I was about to say, if I wasn't far away, I was going to. Actually, you know what? Just because he wants to practice, I see that shed shake. I'm actually going to imbue a point of legend and activate Heavenly Stride and just streak over that way.
Alright, so
Crashes
you are
against the window
streaking
like a
to
bird.
Talereis's, okay.
Yo, shush your face. I know what I said. No, he's moving at super speed, basically. He just looks like a
Okay.
blur.
So you're still running on the ground, you're not actually in the sky.
Yeah. Although epic dexterity innate power does let me move at that speeds anyway. Effortless grace, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just
Parkouring at super speed.
basically.
Or racing cars, either way you want to do it.
Are you gonna do the physics thing where like everything blows away as he shows up?
Maybe? I don't know.
The door's still open.
Yeah. He's probably just gonna and just like do a tuck roll through the door.
Well, he'd have to stop to slow down for like the elevator.
Not
That's
really.
And corners.
Takes the stairs.
I mean, he just jingle bong launch himself to the floor.
Through a window?
It's not impressive enough. Through a wall.
Oh yeah.
Actually, considering suddenly Satyr in the apartment, he actually probably would go through a window. He probably would. He just wants to get there quick, figure out what's going on.
Those are expensive. Hi.
What's up? As the staff folds back and he tucks into his ear.
That's
As the window shattered, you land, Talereis starts talking to you, and you realize the Satyr has got like 2 pistols in his hand.
You really want to do that?
I All right, both of you, not right now.
All right,
What?
so you know
Not
this guy?
Connor.
Oh,
I
right.
heard
This was
He's like,
Connor.
oh, right. He was the and he's shaking the gun. He's getting the point. That's right.
I will smack that out of your hands with a stick. So
he
help
was
me.
he was one of the guys at the news station. That's right. He slides
Yes,
back in.
yes, yes.
He's got holsters under each arm because he's not wearing any pants, but he's got like a coat.
Well, you just sent a picture of a satyr with a whole bunch of question marks. I didn't know what that meant, so I just zipped here. And then he
Does it?
will release the point of legend and deactivate the boon.
Well, this is. You said Samuel. Samuel. This is Connor.
What's up?
Hello.
This is part of my band. He's the walking tank.
One of the
Staff
shin?
guy. Like
You're remarkably well informed.
Connor, Talereis is just like doing like hand gestures. Like I don't know what the hell's going on here.
Also, Talereis, something new is Connor is wearing a necklace around his neck that has a Magatama attached to it.
Nice necklace.
Oh, thanks. Dad gave it to me.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. All the rest of you
well,
start arriving. Jaden and Robert, y'all were in the hallway when you heard the glass shatter inside the apartment.
So wait, Jaden, Robert, and Sasha?
Yeah, because Sasha rode in the truck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Sasha
right. It
was
was
the one that
Sasha.
rode
It
the
was
truck.
Sasha he picked up, not Jaden. My bad. So it's
Yeah.
Sasha and Robert in the hallway, and hear the glass shattering. Jaden, you're walking through the front
Yeah.
door of the ground floor at this point.
Robert would have glanced over like, I heard the glass shattered, didn't you?
Yes, this is concerning.
Come on, let's go. Kind of pick up pace to get up in there.
Yeah, like pulls like a small clay-looking vase on her hip. It's like about hand size.
No,
I-
Robert's done full blown. Got the pistol. He's got it down to kind of got it down and like just walking up like this is about to get fun.
The door's open. As
Sasha
you
Which
all
is
also-
said.
even more concerning.
Sasha must have had a gift waiting for her when she woke up that next morning, or maybe it came in the mail. Who knows?
One of the two.
Everyone else got FedExed. Mine just came with a satyr.
Yours was personally delivered. Ours is just like, here, damn kids.
You and your gifts, Sarah. I swear.
Somebody has to keep up the gifts.
Yeah.
So,
do that now.
as they enter Talereis' debate, don't shoot them either. That's the rest of my band.
Of course, Jaden would have set Spruce up before her.
Mhm.
So you would have seen a three-headed dog run right behind Sasha and Robert.
Hi, Spruce. Hi, Sasha.
Woo!
Hi, Robert.
Sasha drops her disguise.
Robert puts the pistol away, starts patting down his pockets. Ah, there's the jerky.
Everyone, this is Samuel. Samuel, this is Jaden, Connor, Robert, Sasha,
And Spruce.
and Spruce. You said Smooches isn't with us? Is it with you?
No, because it would have been too easy to identify her.
Sure.
She can
then
disguise
let's-
herself. She can't disguise
It's at
the
this point,
pupper.
Connor's probably
Sure.
over there, like, trying to pat the Cerberus on the head, the one that isn't temperamental.
The two that aren't temperamental are fine with you. The temperamental one is acting calm. He's looking at you with
Make one move. Make
with a-
one move. I dare you.
well, it's like he's acting like he's fine and just waiting for that hand to come down on his head.
So, like my terrier.
Like a buddy of mine's Rottweiler. If the guy that had checked the power meter, he'd have to walk to the back of the house. Well, he could look at the power meter without crossing the fence. Well, when he was doing that, the Rottweiler, Hannibal,
Of
would just sit
course.
there, just looking at him like nothing was going on. But the second he'd try to reach over to pet him, then he'd go for blood
Yeah.
because he knew he couldn't reach.
It's like my terrier. Like he'll sit there. He'll just like look at you, just tail wagging, and then you like try to pat him on the head, and he's suddenly just like like trying to nip at your hands, just trying to just gnaw on you. Playful gnawing, not like attempt to draw blood, but he'll just.
But so Samuel looks around. Oh, okay, so this is your entire band.
They're like counting everyone. We're missing one pooch, but this is the band.
Okay, that's good. A decent number of you. What are y'all calling yourselves?
Oh shit, we never went over that, did we?
What are we calling ourselves?
Do we have to call ourselves something? I mean, is that required?
It's useful, and if you don't start calling yourself something, other people will come up with something to call you.
Well, I mean, we need to, if what Dad was telling me is any indication.
Huh?
Well, what we do will be attributed to who we are as individuals and as a group. So eventually we need some name for ourselves to be attributed to grow our legends.
Let's put a pin in that. And as players come up with that after session.
Absolutely.
So before everybody disappears after session,
Well, or in chat.
we're
Yes.
figuring that out.
In chat.
And
Anyway,
we'll figure that out.
Samuel nods and all right, but we're not putting it off for too long.
Yeah, no. So, did Dad say anything, or are you just here to deliver stuff and then head out?
Well, I'm here to help you out, to take over your training.
Take over my didn't have any beforehand.
You mean you're going to help him with the whole jumping out and shouting, "Hey, here I am"?
Yes, he does have it.
Finally,
He doesn't know how to
somebody
fight.
other than me. He'll just sort of walk over and like high five Samuel.
Yeah.
What? I'm really the only combat-focused member of this band.
You have 2 dogs and a gunman.
Yeah? And I'm the one that was literally built and created for warfare.
Or something
Oh.
related to warfare.
Samuel's like, oh, your dad made you. Okay,
Yeah.
that's not quite as common as science that came around from boinking.
Nope, I'm just some clay, a piece of black iron, and one of his hairs.
Huh? Did he Are you like a Ken doll, or did he make you a real boy?
How is that even pertinent to any of this conversation?
Sorry. Random
he just-
curiosity.
he
Don't give him a
he
reason to
just
drop
holds
his
the
pants. Oh,
staff out.
Jesus.
Pulls the staff out from behind his ear and just look, I'm a real boy. It makes it extend past Samuel. And then he retracts it back and tucks it back in again.
I was just curious. Don't take it personal.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm still me. I'm a living, breathing thing, so it's not like it matters.
So, are you here to help us with the alpha dogs?
If you mean, am I going to run in and start blasting? No.
I don't know.
I'm a little past my prime there. I can offer you some advice or whatever.
Sure.
Oh, I know for sure your dad is watching very closely to see how y'all handle this. I would imagine all the rest of your parents are as well. Now, some of you, he kind of gestures at Connor and Robert, ain't as familiar with your parentage. Now, the boss mentioned, he gestures to Jade, the boss mentioned her mother.
Favorably, or
Well, they're, let's see, it's my boss's aunt, so and come to
You're
think
just
of it,
gonna
I
keep.
can't remember any stories of Cupid and Artemis specifically not getting along.
Yeah, they're at least amicable.
I mean, it's the Olympians. Everybody gets the ego and butts heads every now and then, but most of the time it blows over.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh,
Now, now that we've been introduced and everyone's here, do you guys want to see my video? First look?
Sure.
Well, besides my mom, of course.
Mm-hmm.
oh, how is your? Sam was like, oh, how is your mom?
She did a really nice job raising a child, as a single mother.
Well, I meant more like,
Like,
how's she doing right now?
oh, that reminds me.
Boy, could she party back in the day.
What is that? They're just like push the satyr over to the side and like start the computer. And you all see from the POV of Talereis the events that took place, a lot of the calls that were made, and a lot of stuff. And as we start like getting into combat with the people, you hear like sound effects not totally unlike the ones from like CS:GO or Call of Duty when someone falls.
You had a
Um,
lot of time on your hands.
This is the best part, and the part where Talereis is disarming the bomb. You see like the little timer, like a fake timer that gets to like 1. Talereis disarms it, and then it's like, all right, run, 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 and like they didn't even really disarm it. They're just it's just like for show or whatever. And then it ends with a cinematic explosion.
That is not quite what happened, but you know what? I can dig it.
Sometimes you gotta make yourself the hero, and we are heroes, but we need to make sure that we really put it into people's minds that we are the heroes.
Mean you don't feel that already?
I'm starting to with like gesturing towards Samuel.
I mean, never mind. I mean, yeah, sorta.
Like the whole time they have like a mag light and they're just like pointing it like, yeah, I feel with this one here now.
Why do you have a mag light?
It's a holy relic.
It's a
That's what he told me.
flashlight.
Well, I mean, and he'll pull the necklace up. This is one too.
Yes, but at least that looks kind of reliquary-ish. That looks like a flashlight.
Oh, look who's the expert on holy relics.
I mean, given her parentage, yeah, I could see it.
5 dots in a cult, so I'd like to say hello.
Yeah. I mean, and her pantheon.
They just kind of like wiggle the flashlight and go Fotismos.
No. What have you done?
And when he says it, the light comes on without him necessarily having to press the button.
This is just a thing that is a thing now. I wonder if it does anything, and I like shines it at one of we'll see. I'll say shines it at Sasha.
She bursts
like-
into flames.
Sasha, when the light hits you, you do feel something. Oh, right, with your ability. Do you have to activate your ability? The one we were talking about earlier?
Let me check.
Or is that one just kind of an always on?
I think it's a purview one. So, wait, no, it's not.
Knacks are typically always active.
Yeah, knack. Always know when. Near an object or place of true magical or
Okay.
sacred power.
Unless
Then you
swap
are
out-
definitely getting the sacred vibe off this thing. That and
Sacred
this little
Maglite.
pouch on Talereis' belt. As well as Connor's staff and all that jazz.
Yeah, she's like looking around like, oh, that's new. Oh, jeez. Okay, it does something.
Okay. And they'll just like turn it back off. Cool. And just like look at Samuel like I'm at a loss. Anyway, Alpha Dogs, what are we doing?
Well, do we intend to cut the head off the serpent, or?
I mean, eventually.
How quickly?
I mean, you can't go charging into battle half-cocked. I like doing it because it's simple,
I was
but
gonna
Is
say,
that how
hold
the
on a sec.
window? Is that how the window is broken?
That's the next.
fine. Show some concern for a friend. Jeez.
I'm not saying don't be concerned, but maybe take the stairs.
I was moving at almost 100 miles an hour.
Slow down.
Hi, Vincent. Bye, Vincent. Hi, Vincent.
So, broken window aside, we have a game plan.
Mommy got you.
I mean, they know who we are. They know who our loved ones and family are. They know where we work,
Potentially.
potentially. If we do not end this quickly, it could just be drawn out.
Yeah.
I mean, they set fire to a man who wronged them how long ago?
20 years
Yes.
ish.
Have we heard how the dean is doing?
The last you had heard, I think you saw him in an interview. They had let him out of the hospital, but they were keeping the wife because she had more smoke.
Okay.
She was having a rougher time with smoke inhalation.
Okay.
The dean they had kept overnight, but he was breathing all right in the morning, so he got to leave. Of course, the interview didn't say where he was staying currently. Of course.
Yeah.
I think it may have mentioned that he had some police protection, but.
Either way, we go ahead.
I have a question about one of my skills or one of my knacks, storyteller, story guide. So my rumor miller is a good one for but is it can I only use it against for two things? Do I only get to use it against one person?
All right, where is that one at?
I have it in my sheet.
Under Trickster.
It's it's literally copy pasted on my sheet in my knacks.
Oh, if it's in the sheet, then I'll look at your sheet. All right, Talereis.
Where can I use it? So, for example, I would like to just start
the whole organization.
Yes, I'd like to smear campaign the
Your lies catch on like wildfire, and you need only make the smallest post on social media to get a wild rumor circulating. About the target, those who should hear it.
So I guess my question is, do I have to target a specific person, or can I target like an organization, say the Alpha Dogs?
Well, you could definitely use this to start a rumor about the Alpha Dogs. Who specifically are you wanting to hear the rumor?
Uh,
I mean, it'll spread through, miscellaneous people. But part of this knack is you can pick a person. Like if you started a rumor that Bob is cheating on his wife, part of this is you'd make sure the wife would hear the rumor.
sure.
Probably from multiple sources. But of course, all those other people have heard it as well.
Most likely, just like make sure every authority in the local area can just see it in plain view.
Okay. What kind of rumor are you going to start about him?
These guys are doing demon worship.
Okay. So you're basically putting it out there that they're like Satanists or something.
Yeah. Classic, Christian satanic
80s
panic.
panic. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it says I have to make a knack roll. What is the knack skill roll?
Trickster.
Or what is the dice pool for it, rather?
Let's see.
Would it be my knack? Would it be my knack plus technology, for example?
Yeah, I remember I just read that out. So many knacks reference knack skill rolls. The story guide and player choose the most appropriate skill for each knack based on the character's legendary title and paths, but also on the skills listed in the calling section.
All right. This is social.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say probably your manipulation, because this is kind of a finesse thing.
Yeah.
And then I would say either technology or culture. And looking at yours specifically, that's the same dice pool.
Yeah.
And either one of your specialties would work fine for it. I can get this to go viral with your technology, or social media etiquette for culture. Let's go with technology, just because I think I can get this viral. Fits better.
Sure. All right, I gotta do a left-handed dice roll because I have to hold the flashlight with the other hand.
For anyone wondering about why that is, his power is out with all the snow.
Yeah. That is 2 successes. One is on a 10, so that explodes still, right?
Right. So you reroll the 10. It counts as success, then you reroll it to see if you can get another one.
Sure. So that's just 2 successes plus the enhancement from my technology, so 3.
Alrighty.
It says any number of successes, so
Yeah, you just have to get a success.
yeah.
Alright, so you send out a few posts. Do you do this openly as yourself? Or do you just kind of drop this rumor here and there and,
Probably just like anonymous, through some like anonymous like shell accounts or something.
Yeah, before you know it, some of your followers are reposting it to you. Asking if you've seen this.
Fuck those guys. They just they had to get a bomb in there somehow. Just like shit-eating grin.
So yeah, okay. You've got that rumor mill started. By the end of the day,
cool.
People will be bombarding the police station, or police department's Twitter account, with this stuff.
Why haven't you done anything yet? Ugh.
Eye roll emoji.
At least this band of Scions is doing something.
Yeah. Why can't y'all be more like the Scions?
Now, y'all had some information that y'all had gathered prior to getting distracted by the hostage situation.
Yeah.
it's mostly we know where they're not, right?
Well, you know where they're not. You found the location of two of the other kind of high-ranking alpha dogs from back in the day. You have no
Mhm.
evidence
That they're involved still.
that they're currently involved.
Sure.
That was
Grayson Lambton and Robert Bad Bob Briggs.
right.
And-
Let's see.
Connor had also figured out where all the gang violence was happening too, between the Alpha Dogs and some of the other
Yes.
gangs.
So they seem to be muscling in on other gangs' territories. And if I
Question.
remember right, Briggs had a job at his father's company.
Yeah. No, wait.
And was
Lambton
kind of a
hedge
trust-
fund. Go ahead.
No, you got it written down. Go ahead.
Lambton was a hedge fund manager. Briggs was a high society vice president at father's company.
I think
Briggs
y'all-
lived in the same neighborhood as the dean did. Quick follow-up question. During the hazing that kind of initiated all of this, did anyone else die? Or was it just the one guy that was assumed dead?
there was what got the alpha dogs, basically kicked off the university property. Was that another student had died in a hazing.
Okay. Did we ever get that one's name?
The one that died, no.
Okay. That's one of those things that would be easy enough to find.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. You can find the police reports, all kinds of stuff. And there was a body for that one. Then when the police showed up to shut down their party a few weeks later, that was when the house the frat was using burned down, and people assumed that James Dorrance was dead, despite not having found a body.
Okay.
Briggs and Lambton were arrested that night, but essentially got off with hand slaps because rich parents.
And then James Dorrance just showed up on TV yesterday.
Right.
Basically.
Yep.
So we know he's alive.
Mm-hmm.
You do indeed.
He is very much alive.
As far as we know.
So what does the band plan to do now?
Well, how many of these places do you want to go look at?
What
Got
places
bricks, they've
are
got
we
windows,
looking
they'll
at?
be fine.
Well, I mean, we got these two people's stuff.
Yeah, I want to say you'd also got an address for an address for Lambton's apartment as well.
Okay.
Okay. Then we probably start with that. The apartment.
Which one?
You can go at the speed of light, so you tell me.
No.
Jason,
See?
what would you like to use as my role for doppelganger?
All right, tell me how doppelganger works.
Make a knack skill roll, and with any successes, make an exact copy of yourself. This copy has all your attributes and skills, knacks, and boons, and is controlled by you. Doppelganger may be sent to perform any social or investigative task independently of you, though you are aware of the outcome, and the player is free to roleplay her character in two places at once. It cannot benefit from teamwork actions and dissipates into dust if attacked. Otherwise, the copy lasts for a number of days equal to your trickster calling.
All right. So what would that be?
Subterfuge?
I say subterfuge or deception, maybe.
I don't have the deception thing, but I do have subterfuge.
Let's see.
Hey, deception's yeah.
Yeah, we'll go subterfuge and presence.
Presence.
As you're having to make this thing seem real enough.
Alrighty, so that is 6 dice I can spend on this.
Mhm.
Yeah. Alrighty. Here's hope it works. Okay. Cool beans. Yeah, Connor will he'll pluck a hair off his head and then just let it reach up and sort of let it fall as it turns into an exact duplicate of himself.
Oh, great. There's 2 of them now.
Sasha looks very concerned.
What? They say at the same time.
While I'm not denying this could be useful, do not take this the wrong way. It is also still you trying to do this. You are. While you. Subtlety is not your favored method of approach.
Well, only one of them answers this time. Might not be my favorite method, but I still know how to be when I need to.
Another glance at the broken window.
If you want, I'll take one place and he'll take the other.
I'll leave one of me with somebody if that'll help.
God, yes.
Somebody babysit.
I mean, or 2 of me with Sasha. Take your pick.
No.
I'm kidding. Maybe. But look, I've been toying around with it a little bit last night. Best I can tell, and then the doppelganger goes, hey, let me talk. Sheesh, it's me we're talking about here. Okay. So I can, chat up folks and go look into things. Don't really expect me to get into fights, even though I'm just as good as he is. Don't tell him. But if I get attacked, I will dissipate.
Like, turn into smoke?
Dust. I mean, we were made out of the earth, so
To the earth we return. Yeah, I've heard it before.
exactly. See, this one gets it. Connor, why didn't you tell me these guys were so good? I just made you today. You shut up.
Gods above preserve us all.
Alright,
Over to
well,
the side, you hear Samuel. I need to learn how to do that. I can think of a lot of uses for that.
Samuel.
What? Oh, sorry. Was I saying that out loud?
A little
Pretend
bit.
I'm not here.
The 2 of them, yes. And then the doppelganger will speak up. Oh, another thing to note. If I'm off doing something on my own, he's always aware what I'm doing or what the outcome will be. And I'll be around for 2 days before I vanish. So, need some investigating done. I'm your monkey.
I'll say Talereis is pouring some juice because you guys can probably hear that.
Just consistently just pouring it into the glass. The glass is overflowing just out of pure terror and concern.
He's not pouring it, he's spilling it in a very controlled manner.
They are very controlledly spilling it. As I get my chicken soup.
It is something worth pursuing, perhaps.
And, like I said, I can go anywhere independently I need to within those 2 days. If I do something, he knows. He's with you. He knows I did something, so he can relay the information. Or if we need to split, the party up. If something happens to one, the other one knows. So we all know where to go.
But this one doesn't turn into dust, right?
Real
I'd
Connor.
assume-
I don't know. He will if he gets attacked.
Cool. That's all I had. I'm good.
All right. So what are y'all doing?
Looks like we're sending one or the other monkey boys off to the apartment.
All right. So y'all are going
Or
to
Connor.
or. So Faux Connor is going to Lambton's apartment.
I think someone was going with them.
Yeah. Connor will send his doppelganger to Lambin's apartment.
Okay. Who is going
to
with the doppelganger?
investigate.
If
Jaden
anybody.
will go with.
Okay. And the rest of y'all are going to.
I mean, do we want to all go to the other guys?
We can.
There'd be a lot of people rolling up just unannounced. Granted, we're also rolling up unannounced on the first guy.
Yeah, but they're stealthier at least.
Doppelganger. Well, I mean, I'm not as good as she is, he points at Sasha, but he grew up on the streets. He had to learn how. Not the best, but he can do it.
Sure.
Which, by extension, means I can too. Besides, I'm not going to be... I don't plan anyway on breaking into anything. Just going to be doing some investigating around, see what's going on. Not, chucking bricks.
Everyone looks at Connor.
Even the doppelganger. He's like, throw one brick, jeez.
You are now known for breaking windows.
He looks back at the window he broke getting in. Oh, I did kind of set a precedent, didn't I?
Kind of a pattern now.
One's a coincidence. What did they say?
Twice is a pattern.
Once is happenstance, twice is coincidence. 3 times
Okay.
reaction.
Next window you break.
Do I get some kind of, stipulations to this, or
It becomes your legendary title, Window Breaker.
Glass
Window
breaker.
Glass Bane?
Okay, what kind of cover story do we want for being there? Like, oh, I'm out selling Girl Scout cookies or something, or I'm doing a story on the Alpha Dogs, or trying to get their side of the
We could do a
story.
story for the Alpha Dogs.
Yeah, kind of be more truthful than dishonest. Because us trying to sell Girl Scout cookies, I doubt they're going to believe that at our age.
I mean, that was sarcasm, but no, they wouldn't believe us.
I don't know. Jaden looks pretty.
They wouldn't believe. They wouldn't believe you all. They might believe me.
I mean, technically, Sasha can change her appearance. If she can change her appearance to a little girl to sell Girl Scout cookies, that might be more believable.
Actually, can you do that, Sasha?
She's already on the short side. She just kind of does this and shifts her face to look probably considerably younger. Different hair and everything. Kind of Shirley Temple curls.
There goes your answer. She can.
Talereis goes into their closet I might have something in here.
I wasn't going to actually sell Girl Scout, and she's like redoing the face and like straightening the hair. I'm not actually selling Girl Scout cookies, no.
But it could be a viable option.
So, would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior Aset?
Our Lord and
Actually,
Savior
yeah.
Jesus Christ. We can get all these religious people going.
Connor's sitting there going, actually, yeah, I said that sounded interesting.
Not now.
Okay, fine.
Wait, you're going to Lambton's, correct?
Yes.
The Connors, yes, no.
The other one is the vice president of his father's company, and we could just walk in. I could.
Hmm.
Make
Suppose-
myself forgettable. Cleaning lady, a janitor, a courier, something like that.
As y'all are talking, Talereis like goes into their closet. It's like, aha! I found it. There's like a weirdly shaped like Girl Scout cookie uniform with the sash with a bunch of badges in it and everything.
Like it's the actual shape of a cookie.
No. It's the
Oh,
it's
it's just
the
the
uniform. It's the uniform with like the sash and everything.
brownies or juniors.
Juniors.
Okay. I would then have to have boxes of Girl Scout cookies, which I'm not going to go find.
It's fine. We're not doing it. I'm just saying I'm prepared. They put it back in their closet.
Don't want to
Be
know
like, you
why.
don't need boxes. There's a form that they sign, and you eventually drop it back off.
Then I have to find a form.
It's not that hard to make.
How about I just go in as like a janitor or cleaning lady or something? They'll already overlook me to begin with, and then that just adds another layer of them not remembering that I'm there.
I mean, yeah, it sounds like it could work.
I'll
They're
go with you.
probably the kind of people that have money and don't look at the people beneath them.
Hmm.
All right, so that's
I
y'all's
will go with
plan.
you. Well, Sasha and I will go in disguised because I have a purview for this.
Alrighty, so Talereis and Sasha are going to head to Briggs' place of work, place of employment. Faux Connor and Jaden are going to go to Lambton's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So where is real Connor and Robert? How are y'all splitting it?
Hmm. Well, if Robert's driving somewhere, real Connor's probably just going to sit in the car. Because Fox Connor is going to be using probably some legend to speed over that way with Jaden.
Can you take someone with you when you do that?
Well, he also has epic strength, so he can probably very easily lift Jaden. And
It's not.
probably
It's not
Fox.
It's not a matter of like, is it physically possible for you? Is it safe to do so?
Safe-ish.
Yeah,
I mean, he probably won't be jumping around off buildings, but
sure.
No backflips.
So with the strength, you could.
actually, yeah, he could.
So we're pretty much evenly distributed roundabout. Because Robert would go with probably where there's less folk heading to, just for reinforcement's sake.
Sure.
Right now we've got 2 and 2, and there are 2 remaining.
I mean,
So I would assume real Connor will go with the other group as opposed to faux Connor.
yeah.
Then Robert will go with the other one.
Mm-hmm.
With the folk.
That'll work.
With the folk Connor.
Yeah.
All right. So faux Connor, Jaden, and Robert all head off to Lambton's apartment, and the rest of you are headed to Briggs' place of employment. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Lambton's apartment is downtown.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of fairly pricey apartment buildings down there. So y'all get there first, where driving over to basically back over to the Deans, is kind of across town from where y'all are.
Mm-hmm.
A further drive than when y'all first got there, because y'all were up at the Rubicon, which is close to the Belt Line, which is one of your main roads.
Yeah.
All right, so Team Lambton gets there first. Nice apartment building. Kind of the same tier as Talereis' apartment.
Mm-hmm.
This one's a little taller, but and probably a little higher just because it's in downtown.
And so Fox Connor will say no, like, well, I'm gonna stick around, keep an eye on things.
All right, Jaden, Robert, what are y'all's plans?
Um,
Are you going to
Jaden
talk to him or staking the building out? What you doing?
staking the building out.
I'll be right back.
She'll probably go into an opposite end where Faux Connor is.
Okay. So I'm picturing Connor basically like across the street watching the front door. Jaden's probably in the alley behind the building.
Mm-hmm.
Robert, what are you doing?
I like them. I'm going to stake the building out, but again, just going to sit in the work truck. Look inconspicuous, make it look like I'm making a few phone calls, writing things down. Make it look like I'm scrounging up work while I'm sitting there.
Okay.
Just have your pistol casually across your lap.
Pretty much. That or in like the little pocket compartment in the center. Because why not?
All right. All right, so y'all are staking that place out. Team 2, you drive back over to the community that the Dean lived in. You actually drive past the burned down remains of his house.
They're not even trying to do anything with it yet, right?
It's been a couple of days, so no, the insurance guys are probably still figuring stuff.
Getting blackjack flashbacks.
Do I need to make any rolls for hiding while staking the apartment
out? Yeah, if you want to be sure to stay out of sight, yeah.
Okay, what?
Yeah.
Both of y'all can give me. Let's see, subterfuge, basically
dexterity.
Subterfuge is stealth of all kinds.
Let's see. I don't know if it would be dexterity this go around.
Oh, subterfuge? Okay. I don't have any subterfuge, that's fine.
Maybe presence?
But when I'm pursuing a target, I make no noise. +2 enhancement to avoid detection. And to set up ambushes. This applies before I roll.
Interesting.
And it says recording equipment also unable to pick up any sound I make.
Oh, that's nice.
All right, chill out there, Nos.
That's exactly what I told Duba. I'm basically making a Nas version in Scion.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, based on hearing and sound, including things that can be perceive vibrations without specifically hearing. So,
which that doesn't mean that you wouldn't if you took a TV interview with somebody, they're going to be able to hear you. You're not trying to be stealthy. This kicks in when you're trying to be stealthy.
Like right now. So what do I roll? Presence?
Now let's see. Trying to look up what would constitute.
Could be.
I would say subterfuge or maybe survival. In your case,
Cunning?
just because that's kind of how you're trained to be. Though that would work more out in the wilderness, I guess. But so subterfuge. I'll let either both of you use either subterfuge or survival, along with your. I'm going to say composure, because you've got to get hidden and you've got to stay there without drawing attention. Kind of an endurance type thing, almost.
Alrighty.
Where Robert's kind of hiding in plain sight, you know.
So that's 4 successes
I don't know.
in total? Because I
got
got
3.
2 enhancement.
Then yes, you're at 4. You roll 2, and then your 2 enhancements kick in, so that gives you 4 successes.
Mm-hmm.
And I just have 3 because my my specialization in subterfuge is sleight of hand. So
that does not help you in this case, but
yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's got y'all now back over with the Briggs group. Oh wait, y'all weren't going to Briggs' house.
Yeah,
Y'all were
I
going
would say
to
we weren't
Briggs'.
going to.
That's right. Y'all were going
Place
to his
employment.
place of employment, which is
Talereis
actually closer
has,
downtown too. So y'all probably got where y'all were going about the same time.
Yeah. Talereis has like an apron and like the whole housekeeping shtick going on.
Sasha would have probably borrowed any duplicates that
Yeah.
they had, and then shifted her body to kind of fit into it properly.
Okay.
People just don't ask questions when I do this. Just accept it, I guess.
I mean, I have questions, but now is not the time for them.
Surely you've been in cosplay before, as they're as they're getting out of the car.
No.
I think you'd be really good at it.
I mean, I can change my physical appearance if that would be beneficial to this.
It would. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Now I have the urge to send y'all to Scion at some point.
Oh God.
Let me make a note of that.
A Scion convention? No.
I did it in an old Aberrant game one time, sent them to NovaCon.
The convention
no.
of Scions or a convention for Scions?
Or for the fans,
Yes.
fans/worshippers of Scion.
Gotta get a booth.
I mean, that's a really good way to build up legend and power, though, is to have followers and worshippers. That's how you have to do it anyway, because
Talereis is in charge of setting up the booth.
yeah.
Yes, they are.
Oh, I could have those nut job. Oh crap, that nut job church.
Yeah, I know which one, but my brain can't remember the
Westboro
name.
Baptist.
Yeah.
Yeah. No actual affiliation with any actual Baptist churches, but anyway. But they protested outside like Comic-Con and stuff before.
Oh yeah.
For like an hour before the con attendees managed to run off.
Yeah. I'm so glad that my church isn't that hardcore about that. Like I tell my pastor, "Hey, I'm going to Dragon Con." He's like, "Hey, take pictures, have fun."
Yeah.
My first D&D group was a church group, so
Yeah.
But that was 90s. The worst of the 80s satanic panic was over.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Alright, we're doing this?
Yes.
We are doing this.
They out of the trunk comes like one of those little like dollies, the carts with all of the cleaning supplies.
Later. Okay.
We'll make our way through.
Well, ready.
All right. Is Connor going in with him?
He will have his. He will have asked them to stop at his place first. He'll actually put on something a little bit nicer. Then with the staff in his ear, sort of like a pin. He'll actually have like a clipboard with him, and he's gonna go in.
So
Like a
he's
lapel
dressed.
pin.
He's dressed like he works there.
Yeah.
He puts on his little suit.
His monkey suit, as it were.
Yes, that's exactly where I was going with that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. All right. Do we want to meet out at the vehicle in a certain amount of time, or?
Honestly, I'm gonna
Yes.
be going with whomever is doing this cleaning lady thing.
We both are.
Then I'm
Both
gonna be
clean.
going with you, because that's the only way I can sell what I have in mind.
Okay. Maybe we should come together and come up with see what we're
Yeah, a
doing. 'Cause
cover story.
we're doing the cleaning person shtick. What are you doing?
I'm evaluating your performance.
While we're cleaning?
Yeah. I mean, I'll
Talereis looks
not be
at
in the room
Sasha.
with you all. I'll be about a little bit, but I'll be going through and looking through the rooms you do just to keep it up.
Okay.
Talereis looks at Sasha.
It's the only thing I can think of to get me in there with you all.
Okay. I'm with
Do
it.
y'all have it? Y'all have a better idea.
No, nope, you're good.
You're fine.
Okay.
All right.
Pat on the shoulder. Don't break any windows here. I'm sure they're more expensive.
You are never gonna let me
Hey.
live that down, are you?
Your windows are perfectly nice, Talereis, but I'm just.
The window smasher.
And in we go.
Yeah.
All right, and
Right.
you've got the thing going where you are not really noticeable.
Well, because we only have one point of legend that's currently being used for the doppelganger, correct? Or does that
I think
go
it's
back
one
into
legend
the...
apiece.
Oh, per person?
It's
Okay,
one
that was
legend
like
apiece.
a pool legend.
No, yeah, it's we all have our own legend.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, then she is doing the, at the moment, walk unnoticed, which means, like, people glance and it's like, oh, it's just a housekeeping lady.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
They
also
don't...
just so you know, the doppelganger does not consume a point of legend to
Okay.
use. It's a knack.
Okay. Yeah. And if anyone tries to remember anything about her, if it's a non-trivial character, they can see through it, but they cannot distinguish identity or any identifying features. NPC characters pretty much don't notice her at all.
Mhm.
Yeah, pork chop.
Mother, I must be heard.
That was Vinny for a second there. Maybe Scully.
So many
Nah,
cats.
The
Yeah.
chop.
Talereis has metamorphosis, which is your mutable nature lends itself to disguise. When you consider your identity by any means, trivial characters automatically fail to see through your deception. When you roll to disguise yourself or present yourself as someone else, you ignore any complications from changing height, race, size, sex, or even species.
So what
Whereas
is
if they
Talereis
try,
disguised
Buddies.
as?
I'll say, whereas with me, if they try to do anything sort of in an executive bureaucratic format to complicate things, I ignore all complications for it.
They can't trip you
What
with
were we
paperwork.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
What's
asking what.
Talereis look like?
Yeah, what is Talereis disguised as?
They are also a cleaning lady.
Okay.
It's just two. It's like two on the same push cart thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, for me, it's Tianming. Ignore all complications from bureaucratic delay, corrupt officials, missing paperwork, long lines, DMV, or similar obstacles that impede the right functioning of bureaucratic and official institutions.
I'd say a company would probably count as that.
Yeah. So if they try to trip me up with anything, I automatically ignore all complications for it.
Y'all walk in. Nobody's really paying any attention to you. People glance up at you. Don't pay no attention. You're a clean lady.
I guess we'd go to the front desk and ask for directions to a certain room or a certain suite of rooms that we're going to be doing.
Oh, here to do a thorough deep cleaning on. Do you want to say we're here to do a thorough deep cleaning on the vice president's office and meeting rooms?
Would you be able to point us in the right direction? This is our first time here, and we're being pointing at Connor.
Oh, sure. Which VP?
Briggs.
They're here to clean the room of Mr. Briggs.
Oh, of course. She gives you the floor and the room number.
Okay. Thank you
Have a
very
nice
much.
day.
Oh, you as well.
We'll go in the elevator and do all that.
Y'all walk over to the elevator. You got a security guard there. He just kind of glances at you. There is a keypad next to the door, to the elevator door. It's like you have to know a code for the key to come down. Sasha, you and Talereis, y'all watch Connor just walk up and do, and it opens.
Well, we're on a timetable.
We are. Of course, sir. As they get in and the door closes and it's just us, right?
Yes. Y'all are the only ones in the elevator currently.
Yeah. I'll look at Connor like, I don't know, you've been here before.
I haven't, actually.
But somebody in the
luck, I
building was
guess.
bound to have the code 11111.
Look, I don't know how much you know about the Scion.
Nothing.
They govern the celestial heavens and bureaucracy of all forms. Any form of bureaucracy out here on the world is seen as a copy of the heavenly mandate. So, as a child of one of the Scion, I have governance over that myself.
Governance over a keypad?
Any form of bureaucracy.
You have governance over the this?
Wildly motioning to the elevator.
Think of
Yeah.
it this way. There's a lot of things that I can do when it comes to official institutions or companies that let me ignore a lot of things that might trip me up. This is what Dad explained to me.
You can do all this and you choose chaos.
Have you met my dad?
No. And
You should.
I don't
You might
want
like
to.
him.
We can have these discussions afterwards. Let's see what we can find here.
Elevator
Listen
goes up
for
about
anyone-
2 floors and somebody else gets on.
Before it went up there, I'd be like, listen to anyone talking about alpha dogs or anything that Briggs may have done, any connections he may have, anything that may be out of anything about him.
So like I said, about the second, y'all go up a couple of floors, door opens, a couple people get on. They glance at you. One of the guys kind of nods to Connor. They're carrying on their conversation. They're talking about how the alpha dogs are apparently demonologists or something.
Oh, are they?
One of them's like, yeah, that explains how some of them are like throwing fire and stuff.
Where'd you hear that?
They get kind of vague there, just kind of, it's running around on the internet.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, one of them had a
Internally,
buddy that
Talereis is
reposted it on
smiling.
Twitter or something, or retweeted it.
Internally, Talereis has a shit-eating grin.
I'm curious because I I like to read some amusing posts between shifts.
Yeah, one of them pulls up the post and shows you. Yeah, sure enough, it's a slight variation of what you saw Talereis type in.
Oh. Well, that would certainly explain some things. I do agree.
They get off at the 4th floor. Y'all ride up to not quite the top floor, but one of the top ones.
Mm-hmm.
Elevator dings.
As we are like kind of going around, Talereis is specifically looking for this VP.
For the what now?
Just specifically looking for the person as we're like going around and cleaning.
Well, y'all get to y'all get to his office and he's in there.
I'm going to use one of my boons as I'm cleaning. Just kind of like, I'm going to use Spurted Out. It's again in my sheet. You overwhelm a character with sudden bursts of emotion. They exclaim without realizing it, unwittingly vocalizing whatever they are thinking. Everyone who hears it gains Enhancement 3 on assess attitude, actions, or other social roles to understand the utterance context for the duration of the boon.
All right, so
As-
y'all
just like-
walk in his
we're-
office. He looks up, and what do you do?
I just kind of like make direct eye contact with him, and that will be when he would do it. There is a clash roll in here, I suppose, if he is going to resist it.
He will.
Okay, so it is my presence and legend versus their composure, and I believe it is manipulation. It is their composure and legend. Sorry.
Okay.
Let me see. So legend would be 1 for us, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 4 dice.
Oh, 7s are not successes. All right, he got 3.
Oh god, I didn't get any successes.
Oh, jeez.
Interesting.
So you just come in and just spew this verbal vomit, and he just looks at you confused. What?
No, they do it. Is the thing.
Oh, I thought you spoke to them and got a response out of them.
Oh no, it's just like eye contact thing.
Oh, okay.
It's just it's overwhelming them with emotions to the point where they like have an outburst.
Yeah, he just looks confused for a second, and then sees y'all are dressed in
Mhm.
Connor, did you walk into the room or are you staying out in the hallway?
He's he'll sort of walk in and he'll nod, sort of stay off like by the entrance. Like door frame, he's like right next to it.
Okay.
Apologies, sir. I'm overseeing them for today.
It's fine. Whatever. He just kind of gestures for them to do gestures for the ladies to do whatever, and then he goes back to talking on the phone.
Yeah, and we'll get to cleaning.
And listening to whatever he's saying on the phone.
Yeah, basically.
Question. And all the articles we read on him, was he always just referred to as Robert Briggs? There was no middle name?
Not any of the ones you saw. Reports from back in the days of him of dealing with him and the fraternity. That's where y'all picked up the nickname Bad Bob.
Okay. Not even on like arrest records. There was no middle name.
Yeah, I guess there would have been.
Okay.
I see what you're doing, Sarah. I read that part of your pantheon.
Let's see. What's a good middle name?
Joseph.
Joseph is fine. So Robert Joseph Briggs is his actual name.
Okay, good to know.
The net Jew.
It sounds like he's talking to somebody about setting up a golf game. However long y'all take it here, he takes a few different phone calls. Never seems to be talking any actual business though.
What's the golf one? Does he ever give like the time and location or anything like that?
Yeah, he's gonna meet and golf this guy next Tuesday at one of the local golf courses.
Okay. Anything interesting on the desk or any bookshelves or that's probably Deca
Uh-oh.
disappearing.
We lost him.
Oh, he's back.
He returns. Maybe.
Gonna be gone for long.
You're good.
What'd I miss?
None. We're asking if we see anything on like the desk or the bookshelves or anything like that while we're cleaning.
Sure.
Any names he mentions, Sasha would make a note of.
Give me a cunning subterfuge roll.
Okay, because she
Both of
knows
us?
his full name. The purview of the Netgear is hold power over those whose Ren or true name you know. For most mortals, full given name. Knowledge of the character's Ren grants 2 enhancement on rolls to gain knowledge of or understanding of them.
Okay. Then yeah,
It
that would
was-
factor in.
Okay, cunning. What?
What did I say?
Subterfuge?
Yes.
Four total.
Nice.
Okay.
Geez, out of 9 dice.
That's pretty good still.
I mean,
Two
last
of 'em.
game I had 12 dice to hit somebody and I got 0.
There.
Good times.
He's got a few things scattered around his desk and on his computer screen. The background on his computer screen
Ah.
is it's him and a bunch of guys standing in front of a house. You recognize
house
it from
on
photos
fire.
when y'all were doing the research. This is the old frat house.
Mm.
You see a younger him. You see James Dorrance. You see Grayson Lambton. And it's kind of the three of them in front with kind of the rest of the frat behind them.
Okay.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to like pull out very subtly pull out a fig and eat it.
Okay.
You do have to keep your blood sugar up, the diabetes.
If I see him reaching for it, Connor he'll make a show of like checking his phone, like he felt it vibrate. I was like, huh, those alpha dogs are certainly trending right now. Just kind of out loud to himself.
He kind of freezes up and looks over at you, and then goes back to what he was talking about. On his desk, Sasha sees the morning newspaper, which is he's got it open to the article talking about what happened at the news station.
Seeing that, hearing Connor do that, she'll play the opposite side of. Certainly, there has to be 2 sides to it. I mean, you can't believe everything you hear on the internet.
Well, the rest of the staff here has certainly been gossiping enough about it.
Yeah, they have.
Do you
Everybody
mind?
got-
I'm on the phone.
Apologies, sir. I'll put the phone away.
Is there anything
How
particular?
much longer is this going to take?
Not very much longer.
Is he talking
Apologies.
on a cell phone or like the desk phone?
A cell phone.
Damn. Oh no, the phone got unplugged. How'd that happen?
But Talereis has managed to eat his fig.
Not very much longer. Apologies. It's just been a day.
He doesn't look very interested in your day.
Wasn't your nephew working at the news station that got attacked? How is he doing?
He's hanging in there. We have him in ICU.
No one was injured.
He's fine. Just shaken up.
This guy's not going to talk to us. Is he?
Robert's looking back and forth. Let's see. Talereis is in disguise.
Uh-huh.
Sasha's in disguise.
Connor is just in a suit.
I mean, though, Clark Kent wore glasses and...
Cognition, yeah. I mean, Connor, he isn't in his usual like street attire at all that he's been seen in everywhere. So he's kind of in disguise, just not like a full like transformation level.
He looks over at Connor. Looks at Connor in the face. He looks down at the news article.
Oh no.
I'll call you right back. Shuts the phone. Ladies, could you give me and him a minute?
Of course. And I'll get Sasha out of there.
She's like looking between the two, like, we'll just wait for you outside until we have to go to the next room.
Of course.
Bob gets up, shuts the door behind him.
Resting hand.
We're immediately listening blind.
Like, ears on the door. Sasha's got like one hand on the like clay pot.
Mm-hmm.
The door seems to be muffling sound pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a really nice door.
Like sound.
It's made of mahogany.
Anyway, Bob shuts the door. He looks over at you, Connor, and he holds up the newspaper that's got a picture of all y'all.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is this?
This is me making sure that there's no loose ends.
You can tell the look on his face that he's taking that as a threat.
You had enough of a past with him before. Making sure you're not involved with them now.
Oh, mother. He throws the newspaper down on his desk. He walks away and sits behind the desk. You're not the freaking cops. I don't think you get to just walk around. How'd you even get up here?
Security's really shitty.
He just smiles.
I'm pretty sure we can make an argument that this is trespassing.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure we can also make an argument that me, the player, what the hell is the word for it? For something...
Accessory?
No.
Reasonable suspicion?
That's it, thank you. And I can also make the argument that there is reasonable suspicion on you.
The
And
cops
as you
have been
are
by to talk to me. You know, the guys that actually have the job and, authority to come by and bug the piss out of me. Yeah, they've been by to bug the piss out of me.
Yes, and they also gave us additional authority to help them.
That seems unlikely.
Yes, well, they were the ones that followed us, not us the ones following them.
Fine, what do you want to know?
You're aware that your friend is back, correct?
Yeah.
Otherwise.
When he popped up on TV, it's a pretty clear sign he wasn't dead.
So, do you have any kind of affiliation with him now? Or
No,
are
I
you
thought he
trying
was
to keep
dead
your-
years ago.
Okay.
Insight check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, come on, man.
Yeah, because I'm in there with reasonable suspicion, can I just be like sort of trying to get a read on his mood?
Oh, sure. Give me empathy and would it be manipulation or composure? Do you think?
I mean, you're not trying to manipulate him into
Fair.
saying something.
Composure.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and give me composure then.
I have 2 dice. Manipulation, I have 4. Oh well. Because I have none in empathy. Oh well.
Least empathetic monkey ever.
Yeah, he's a battle monkey. He's not a.
Not a talkie monkey. Why did we leave him in there?
Because we were told to get out, and we got. Oh wow, 2 dice.
I succeeded on both of them.
Nice.
What the hell? Okay. I'll take it.
Very nice.
Me with enhancement 3 on assess attitude rolls.
Same.
All right. What did the other two get? If y'all are listening in.
Hang on.
Wait,
Alright,
it was
so
empathy and
you
presence.
said it meant
Composure.
presence.
Oh,
Composure.
composure.
Okay. One,
And
And
listening
I
to the
will-
door, that's going to increase the difficulty for y'all. So y'all need 2 successes to count as one.
Would this go with my passion? My passion purview, since I can assess his attitude.
And would I still have the 2 enhancement from the thing?
Yes, because this is still kind of you trying to get information, whether or not he's lying.
Okay, I got 1 success. I have enhancement 3 on that.
I got 2 successes technically
How? What do you mean?
because of the
technically?
enhancements.
As long as you roll 1 success, the
Oh.
enhancements kick in.
I
You have to
have
roll at least 1.
I have a point to add to the momentum pool.
Yes, you may have a point to add at the moment,
Okay, so I got 4 successes
which
technically.
I think puts y'all's momentum up at 3 now.
Yes,
Mhm.
it does.
Me listening on the other side got 4 successes.
You're pretty sure he's lying to you when he said he didn't know the guy was alive.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that me and Connor?
Well, you both got the same successes since you.
Yeah. Sasha's oblivious.
Sasha's
Sasha,
in the
like-
dark still.
Like, how can you hear through this?
Training.
Hands Talereis like a cup to use to listen.
Just like push the cup away.
Connor will he'll walk a little bit, sort of like walk around where he can see the screensaver. Still seem awfully attached to them.
Well, they were buds.
Hmm.
Well,
would
Grayson
ex-
still is. Gray still is, but
That would explain why you lied.
Screw you, buddy. Get out of my office.
Just like I'll just push Sasha off to the side as
Don't
he
look like
says
we
that.
were listening.
Yeah, don't look like we were listening.
We'll like stand across from the door, like talking.
Yeah, he'll just walk by and's like, I do wonder what they will say. The officers, of course.
And I wonder why your mama banged a monkey. Get out.
I'll be sure to let them know that you committed a crime.
Security, I need someone escorted out of the building. You can think what you want to. You can't prove shit.
We'll see.
Out of the
Goes
hallway,
through
y'all
the
see
window.
two security guards hustling down y'all's way.
Did you break his window?
I'll say
No.
Connor he'll just open the door, he'll look at them. I'll make my own way, gentlemen, thank you.
Oh no.
And he'll head for the elevator and just hit the button.
Oh, okay.
Afraid to go through the window?
It's a reasonable worry.
Reasonable doubt.
All right, are all y'all leaving, or are the cleaning ladies gonna try to stay behind?
We'll clean it. We'll do some more cleaning, I guess, if Sasha wants to. Otherwise, we'll just go.
Is he mean mugging us as well?
Well, he's still in the.
He's still in his
If y'all are in
office.
front of the door when it opens and he can see you, yes, he's mean mugging the entire group.
Let's
Okay.
just
Yeah,
let's
let's
cut our
go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Francesca.
Okay.
And
Do we get in
security
the
escorts you
elevator
out.
and there's security? Okay, I was gonna say.
The security is following you out. They're not putting their hands
Okay.
on you because you're leaving.
Yeah.
But they do walk you all the way to the front door.
So I have a question about imbuing legend. If I imbue legend, does that take away the legend? Like, and I no longer have a legend point?
No, that's spending it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Wait, what?
Imbuing a
Imbuing is-
legend means that you just use that legend point to be doing something, and then if you want to use it for something else, you have to let go of what you're doing.
Sure. I
Yeah,
mean,
you kinda
I would have
swap
let
it
go.
around.
It's kind of like
I could've-
concentration.
Sure, I would have let go of Spurt It Out like a long time ago then.
Oh, yeah. All right, so like I said, if y'all don't do anything else, the security guys just escort you out of the building.
That was
I'll try Spurt It Out on one of the guards just for fun.
All right, so you make eyes at one of the guards.
Uh-huh. I assume they're like a mundane type, so they don't really resist it.
Yeah. He said, let's say, it's whatever on his mind, right?
Just like the unwittingly vocalizing whatever they are thinking.
He spouts off with, man, 2 new cleaning ladies, and they're fired before I even knew they were here. Always on the lookout for, new cleaning staff. And there's a kind of horn dog vibe you get off of him.
Oh God. Oh no.
He's clearly disappointed that y'all were clearly hired and fired before he got a chance to meet either one of you. Though he really only looking at you, Talereis.
I immediately drop Spurt It Out.
His buddy's looking at him like, dude,
keep it in your pants.
Read the room, which is very small right now.
Sasha kind of looks over like, is that charm?
Will accidentally step on his foot as we leave. Not hard or anything, just like I heard that.
oh, sorry about that. And then he very careful to say nothing else as y'all are walking the door. But they escort you out and turn around and talk to the security guys in the foyer, telling them to probably telling them don't let these guys back in, or these people back
Sure.
Don't let these 2 cleaning ladies back in. Okay, what are we doing now?
Now we send Sasha back in alone because they won't notice her.
Yeah.
Why? Magic. All right, back over to
You know what?
Lambton's
Mm.
apartment. Y'all are camped out there for a couple of hours. And then you spot Lambton coming out. He steps out, he looks around, a car pulls up, he walks over. And, it's the lean over the passenger's side, they exchange names. Clearly he's got an Uber picking him up. And then he gets in the backseat.
Jaden will message Robert the car, if she can see the license plate from where she's at, that too, and tell him to follow.
Well, I'm picturing you in the back alley.
Okay.
Probably at a corner so you can see the street.
Mm-hmm.
So you see him getting in the car, but you're seeing a side view of the car.
Okay. Then she'll just be like, all right, this color car, follow.
Faux Connor is on the other side of the street, so he could kind of drift down where he could see the license plate if you wanted to.
He will.
And Robert, when she points out the car, you see the car from where you're parked.
But I say he'll text back 10-4. He'll wait for it to go a little bit, then just kind of merge in, follow behind, probably about, I'd say give a block space to be inconspicuous.
Okay. Let's see. Do the two of you try to catch up to the truck to get in, or?
I mean
you
Connor
have to
can
move
easily
quick.
catch up.
Yeah, this is true.
I mean, so can Jaden with her moccasins now.
Well, that just makes you quiet.
Yeah, you don't have the heavenly stride power.
Yeah, heavenly stride allows him to haul ass.
Yeah, I move at far beyond superhuman speeds.
You can just run around in your moccasins and no one's going to hear you walking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Well,
she'll probably.
Assuming that was the only thing they had, I didn't actually.
Yeah, that's true.
I haven't actually looked at their stats. Let's see.
The Scion who wears these pairs of leather moccasins become incredibly fleet of foot, overtaking prey and outrunning pursuit with equal swiftness.
Oh, okay, so you are faster.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I am now faster with these moccasins.
Yeah.
And you ignore or you reduce difficult terrain factors.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Each pair is decorated with beads in the shapes of clouds, birds, and bolts of lightning, all to speed the hero's steps.
Okay.
Mm.
So yeah, you could probably keep up with a car driving in the city. One going flat out on a straight road, you'd probably lose, but
yeah,
going through the grid pattern of a city, you wouldn't have any trouble keeping up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Though you might draw
highway,
attention
I
to yourself.
Up with them. But yeah.
But you're fast, like anybody with anybody with epic dexterity is fast, because it gives you that purview.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Connor's just like speeding bullet.
Yeah, well, he's got a power that adds more to that. So
yeah.
Irregardless, though, neither one of you gonna have trouble keeping up. You want to keep up on foot.
Yeah.
Pedestrians may see you, though. With Connor, they wouldn't know exactly what they just saw.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Robert would probably go a block or so and then hit the unlock button, expecting one of them to jump in the passenger side of the cab.
Connor
being
probably
considerate.
land in the bed of the truck.
Oh no, he doesn't expect Connor to get in the truck at all, because if Connor needs to get out and do something, it's a lot easier for him to be in the bed. And you can look inconspicuous between all the toolboxes. It's great.
Yeah.
Just drop on in there. Come back, Deca.
Don't mind me. I just keep crashing every night.
You're good, man.
Yeah, it's no problem.
I got through my scene. It's fine.
All right, so you're following behind him. He drives out to the base of the oh shoot, what did I call the hill that the library was on and some of the Capitol buildings?
I don't know if I have it written down.
The Palatine Hill, the Palatine, because it was named after one of the big hills in Rome. And you realize he is going to the police station. It looks like the main police department.
Well, all right then.
He gets out, kind of waves to his Uber driver who takes off. Meets a slightly older gentleman and comes out of the door to meet him. Got a police captain's uniform. They shake hands, they're laughing, they're talking. They walk on down a block or two to a cafe.
Robert would have probably either stopped before or gone past and after the cafe, just to, continue to look inconspicuous, then pull in whatever available parking spot he could get to.
All right, you find one. There's a parking meter.
It's fine. He goes over his little cup of change, rattles a little bit. Let's see, what do I got? Yeah, there's about 5 quarters.
By the time you get parked, everybody else could have, y'all could all have grouped up.
Mm-hmm. Say real Connor's gonna head back to his apartment, but the doppelganger's gonna keep up with them.
Jaden's gonna look at them and be like, "You hungry?"
Sure.
Since they went into a cafe, just kind of try to.
Sure, I could go for an afternoon snack. Why not? Or midday snack.
All right, so y'all walk in the cafeteria, the cafe.
The clone's gonna sort of like elbow Sasha as long as so he fucked up, huh?
Wait, we all when you say everyone met up, we were never told about this. So
No. I meant the two that were following.
Okay.
I meant that team. I'm sorry.
Because I think this is all going
this is
on
happening
at the same
More or less
time.
simultaneously, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So the clone will probably realize the F up somewhere later in this scene.
Well, I'll just kind of stick around out here.
Okay.
I don't exactly eat anything.
Understood. Just look inconspicuous. Don't draw too much attention. AKA, don't go, berserk climbing walls or smashing things.
You come back outside. He's breakdancing.
I mean, to be fair, if he puts a little can in front of him or whatnot for tips.
No, he's gonna do if those two go in. He's just gonna steal Jaden's spot. He'll just crank the seat back and take a nap. Take a nap, but he's basically just gonna lay back there, eyes closed.
Okay.
Easiest clone ever.
All right, so Robert and Jaden walk in. Waitress seats you, asks you if you need a menu.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll take a look what you got.
She hands out menus, asks if you know what you want to drink yet. The whole 9 yards. She'll be back. She'll give you a minute to look and be right back. You see over at a different table. You see the police captain and Grayson handing the menus to her. They've already ordered. She walks off. They start they're chit chatting.
Mm,
And
we
y'all are
can't
the only
really
people in here,
hear.
of course.
How
Yeah.
far away are they from them?
Oh, 20, 25 feet. You know, they're more or less across the room from you.
Hmm.
So a bit hard to really hear conversation naturally. Okay. Oh, what can we do today?
As you're watching them, Faux Connor out in the truck.
Yes.
You're just realizing that your other you is being escorted out of a building.
What the? He'll pull out his phone, which is a copy, and just he'll text Sasha. All right, how bad did he fuck up?
Looks at the phone. Probably is from the same number.
Mm-hmm.
How does this is weird.
We know what each other do.
I didn't realize I'd be getting text from your doppelganger.
Yeah, he probably just got the info.
Never mind.
In the cafe, Robert and Jaden see Grayson get a phone call. He seems pretty annoyed at what he's hearing. He says something to the police captain, and the captain's like, very emphatically, no, to whatever he's being told.
Robert's gonna kind of study them for a second. Look back at Jaden. Think on that. You, how much you want to bet about at least $5 that something just happened that they'd now found out?
With Connor? I believe it.
Cause one's looking a little irritated, and the police chief, well, he seems to be denying everything that's being thrown at him. Interesting. Okay, so something's happened. Something at least got their attention.
That means we can't look conspicuous. You need to look inconspicuous.
Oh,
The
that's fine.
captain's here.
He he looks around. Is there like a little spot where he can grab like a newspaper or magazine?
Just a second, because you said you were studying them for a minute there.
Uh-oh.
You see Grayson kind of look around the room, and he just locks eyes with you.
Oh, shit.
And you're not a great lip reader, but you're pretty sure you're pretty sure what he says is, "I'll call you right back." He hangs up his phone, says something to the police captain, and gestures over to y'all's table. And the captain kind of looks flat-footed, like you see the fight or flight kind of reflex going across, like he doesn't know if he just get up and leave, go
Yeah,
over and talk to you.
Robert just kind of looks over the menu, looks around, kind of starts looking around, see if there's like a newspaper magazine to kind of read now that he has an idea what he wants.
There's a newspaper left on one of the tables where somebody was reading it while they ate and just left it when they.
Yeah, he'll lean over, grab it, and start flipping through it, read a few articles. I mean, yeah, he looked over there, but at the same time, he's not trying to give a threatening aura or
Mhm.
try to look like, oh, I'm gonna do something. He's just like,
And
okay.
you see Grayson kind of, it's like he calms the guy down, and they just sit there and eat their food, and they talk. The police captain every now and then keeps glancing over at you. Grayson seems to be the cooler of the customers.
Again, Robert just keeps looking at the newspaper, folds it down, looks like holds little conversations with. My brain slipped on your character's name,
Jaden.
Jaden.
Jaden, and he'll small conversations like they're just having a good old time, meeting up, go back to reading.
Police chief or captain and Grayson, they finish their meal. You see him go to pay, and Grayson's like, no, I got it. They walk outside. Grayson doesn't so much as glance at you on the way out. The police captain's kind of side-eyeing you. And, they walk outside, shake hands, and the captain heads back to the office, and Grayson heads down the opposite way. Connor, if you're watching outside, you see Grayson pull his phone out as he walks away from the captain.
Okay.
Jaden's gonna message Connor and be like, they caught on to us being there, so we're not gonna leave if you can do your thing.
Okay. So you said the guy was on his phone as he left?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This Connor anyway, has like a hoodie pulled back and pulled up to sort of keep things a little bit more on the down low because he's a doppelganger.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll get out of the truck, he'll lock it, close the door. He'll just sort of keep an eye on where Grayson was going. Not the chief, because that was Grayson. You know which one I meant.
Grayson.
My brain. Yeah, my brain is mush. And he'll wait till he rounds the corner, then he'll just sort of leisurely walk in that direction.
As you're around the corner, you notice, he's still talking on his phone. He's gotten kind of the next, next crosswalk.
Yeah.
And every now and then he's kind of glancing around. He looks like somebody that's making sure he's not being tailed.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to pay you any more attention than he does any of the other pedestrians. There's a lot of pedestrians around.
Yeah, Connor, he'll be like sort of just keeping pace with the other pedestrians.
Okay. Well, he gets stopped. He gets stopped by the light.
Yeah.
So you all kind of get bunched up.
Does he ever like put his phone away?
He's still talking.
Okay.
He's like, "Look, man, you got your security guys as witnesses. They were there. I've got the captain as a witness with me. If they keep popping up like that, we'll get restraining orders. Yeah, I know that's not how you'd like to handle things. But this is the subtle way of doing it."
And listening to this, other Connor is also getting it. He'll sort of chime in where Sasha and Talereis are like, "Oh, so those two are talking to each other now. Apparently he prefers Subtle over the guy we just talked to."
Look, man, like I said, I was right there talking to the captain. He said that, whatever that guy was telling you, that was BS. Well, sure, if somebody's throwing fire, they're probably going to want people like that to come in and deal with it. I mean, that's just a cop. That's just, how would he put it? That's just the cops not being suicidal. I mean, that's... No, if they'd figured anything out, they'd be on James's ass and not bugging us. clearly they're bugging us because they can't find him. Which isn't surprising. That sucker hid for 20 years. I mean, seems like he's calming his buddy down, and then by the time the light changes, he says goodbye and hangs up.
Okay. Now the clone will kind of just walk with the crowd near him.
As he's walking now, you can see him pull up the Uber app on his phone.
Mm. Okay.
I look at Sasha and R. Connor and be like, "Do we think the cops are on the take?"
Given that they are owed money, it is entirely possible. Could we find out possibly the name of the person that was killed during the hazing?
Y'all would have run across that in the
That would have been in the library, right?
yeah. The research y'all did would have pulled that. Any article talking about the frat would mention that.
Have we seen anyone else that has died as a result of anything to do with this frat?
Other than some of the gang members up north, other than the recent criminal version of the gang, no. There had been some other hazing injuries back in the day, but only the one death.
Okay. How out of sorts does Grayson still look?
He looks thoughtful.
Thoughtful?
Not happy, but he does not look pleased, but he looks like he's deep in thought, until his Uber arrives.
Actually, I was gonna say, like, before then, if Connor's still nearby, if like the crowd is still milling around, he'll just be keeping an eye on him for a moment. And then he'll if someone's going past him near Grayson, he'll just sort of stick a foot out and see if he can trip him.
Yeah, you have no some random somebody on the street. Yeah, no problem tripping him.
Yeah, see if he can trip him, like see if he'll land on Grayson.
Okay, give me a.
What kind of coordination do you have?
Actually, give me your close combat roll.
Anything else like dexterity?
Yeah. Your dexterity would go in there with skill. Close combat dexterity.
Sure. Okay. 4 successes.
Well, this guy doesn't get to roll that many dice. Oh, he did get 1 success though, so only 3 successes, which is still enough for you to basically shove this guy wherever you want him to go.
Well, he's not. He doesn't want to be overt about it. He's just sort of like wait till the guy looks like he's facing where Grayson is, and just sort of like hook his foot with his own ankle and just.
So yeah, he goes falling into Grayson. There's profanity spewed.
Did Grayson's phone go skittering away from the impact?
Yeah, he dropped it.
Okay, is he focused still on the guy?
Yeah, the guy that trips, he's apologized and he's like, hey, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
something tripped me. And he's looking around, but there's other people around, so he doesn't know who.
Yeah, Connor's gonna swipe the phone.
All right, give me a subterfuge. Dexterity, I guess.
Alrighty.
Versus how observant Grayson is.
Would he get a complication from this? Grayson, anyway?
Yeah.
Alrighty, cool.
Because he is
Right.
relatively
That
distracted.
is 3 successes for me because of my sleight of hand specialty.
All right, he got 2 successes, which really only counts as 1 because of the complication.
Alrighty.
Or the difficulty goes up, or whatever. But anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so you swap it without being seen.
Alrighty. Then he'll just hands in the hoodie, just keep walking like he's just walking with the crowd. But he will turn the phone off after he gets it.
Okay. So before you're out of earshot, you hear Grayson talking about, where's his phone and looking around. And, as you take a corner, you glance back and you see Grayson and the guy that tripped into him both, looking around like they're looking for it.
Hmm. And then Fox Connor will just keep walking like a normal pedestrian, just continuing on his way to. He'll pull out his own phone and text like, "So where are we meeting up?"
Text and be like, my place, I suppose.
All right, so everybody's going to meet back up at Talereis's,
Okay.
which is becoming Band HQ.
I guess, yeah.
For now.
Or perhaps we should
Could
call
always
it
make
the
it the
Band
bar.
Stand.
Real Connor is sort of pouting a bit. Fox Connor walks in, just looking all smug.
You're smug, and I think you know why.
Connor, he's so pouting so hard right now.
Whenever any of you arrive, Samuel is over by the busted window, and there is a repairman in there actually putting new glass in, who keeps kind of glancing over at Samuel.
Hi.
I got I'm getting your window repaired.
Appreciate it.
It's winter. You really shouldn't have just left with the windows. Yeah, no.
It's not like the power's gonna go out or anything. Me winking at my camera right now.
Winks and Texan.
No good grief.
It's a big wink.
Yeah. It's not like it's a Delaware wink.
No.
No, it's a big wink. It takes both eyes. He's really just
Yeah.
blinking at his camera.
You can't tell because it's dark in here.
Just
Yeah.
fourth walling it.
But as the last of you get there, the repairman's finishing up. He's looking over at Samuel. So, are you paying or? Oh no, it's the kid's apartment.
I got it. Here, I get you. They pull out their checkbook. Like, give them a check and go.
Guy kind of gives everybody in the crowd one last look. Really looks at Samuel again, and then he's out the door.
Thank you. And thanks, Samuel.
So
Yeah,
probably
no
about
problem.
that point, Clone Connor comes in after the guy leaves. Hello, everybody.
Connor.
Yes.
Connor.
Yes.
No, they're looking at both Connors. Why do you look so happy and you look so glum?
Because I got something done, and that one fucked it up.
Yeah, but you're not going to be here much longer. So what happened?
I still got 2 days. Oh, hey, Talereis.
Yes.
Random question. How good are you at pulling information off of electronic devices?
As good as I need to be.
He pulls out Grayson's phone. Because I kind of stole this.
It's a very nice iPhone 11.
Huh. They'll turn it on and
No. Stop. I'll turn it back off.
Uh,
He's probably going to be tracking this immediately.
okay.
So we wait for now.
Well, I can't track it. I can't get any information out of it if I don't have it on.
Well, not right now.
Can you just take the SIM card out or something such as that?
I mean, yeah.
Turn off the Wi-Fi, put it in airplane mode.
See? There you go.
It has to be on for me to do
Yeah,
that.
see,
Is the
yeah.
thing.
Well, yes, I wanted to make sure we had all this figure it out first, so we didn't immediately put up the beacon and go, "Hey, here I am. We stole the phone."
Sure.
I had to
Then,
literally
yeah,
trip a dude into the guy as a distraction.
that's just mean.
Into another dude.
Trip a dude into another dude to steal a dude's phone.
Fight this
Well, I
motherfucker with
mean-
another motherfucker.
You say it's mean, but the guy I tripped was literally talking to his side chick, so don't worry about it. What? Don't give me that look, Sasha.
No, this is me. Look, I'm like, wasn't he talking to the other dude?
No, the guy he tripped
Oh,
into Grayson.
However unlikely that might be, we have a wealth of information in here that we can get into, and maybe we should do this quickly before they try to like remote wipe the data.
That's what I was thinking, which is why I took
do
it.
your thing.
All right, and then I will proceed to turn it on, put it in airplane mode, turn off the Wi-Fi, turn off location tracking, all that good stuff.
Can you put a phone in the Wi-Fi mode before you do the security
Well-
thing to actually get in there? Yes, you can. Okay, at least you can on mine.
Yes, you
Okay.
can. He's like turning on his phone and looking.
No, literally checking. Can I? Oh yeah, that's one of the pull down things you can actually do.
Yeah, airplane, Wi-Fi can be turned off,
hmm
The flashlight. can
mobile
turn.
data, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Do not disturb.
hmm
Yeah. Guys, I
Yeah.
put it in D&D mode.
Sweet.
While Talereis is working on that, the clone Connor will be relaying everything that he heard from Grayson's side of the conversation when he was talking to I'm blanking on names right now. Robert, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that guy was full of shit.
Yeah, how hard is it going to be to crack an iPhone?
Not very. As long as I'm like, if
I
you want
don't
me to
know because
roll,
the government was on Apple to try to help them out to do it.
Talereis is better than the government. We're proving that with this campaign. Our raw technology.
Yeah, give me
technology.
technology.
Cunning? I've
I
said
was
that like
thinking-
4 times.
I was thinking intellect, but okay, we'll let you do cunning.
Intellect, but evil.
Mm.
That's
Evilect.
6 dice. 2.
Just thought he said 6
6.
successes. I was about to be very excited.
Not yet.
There is a complication because he's got some extra security stuff on here.
Okay. I've got 1 success plus my specialty.
All right, what is your specialty?
Oh, since I can get this viral, I suppose. I suppose that's fair.
That's not going to help you crack into a computer. That's not how that works at all.
Sure. I got 1 success.
All right, so you're having trouble cracking into it.
But as long as everything is off, I'm not like very fussed about like it. I'm not very fussed about like people, on the other side being like, he's trying to crack in. Get them.
Yeah. It's not that bad.
And I'd say after like you attempt it, turn it back off for a bit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
complete power
And-
down.
Fox
Yeah.
Connor is going to go up to the roof of the apartment building and he is going to designate this building as the target of a vigil.
All right, what's a vigil do?
Okay.
When you stand guard over a person, place, or thing, you do not need to eat or sleep so long as your vigil persists. This benefit extends so long as the protected target remains within your sight. You may do other things, talk, interact, move around, etc., but must devote most of your time to keeping your vigil. You only keep one vigil over one thing at a time. And because his doppelganger has access to all of his knacks and boons, the doppelganger will be maintaining the vigil. Well,
All right, does the
Connor's
vigil
still guard.
require? Does the vigil or doppelganger require your legend?
No.
Or anything that would stop you from doing both at the same time.
No, the doppelganger is a knack itself.
Mm-hmm.
And if I wanted to use like a boon with my doppelganger, I'd have to imbue my own legend to have the doppelganger use the boon.
Gotcha.
But because he's
Um,
using my guardian knack
Okay.
to do this, so
Talereis will like turn after they after they don't get it the first time. They're gonna like it like this is probably gonna be an all night thing. And but fortunately, I am pretty good at that. I will get this cracked at some point. Now it's a project for me.
You don't have any videos to edit. It gives you something to do.
And I will spend. I can it as we are winding down. I assume question mark. I will like spend the rest of the evening and however long after that, using we go all night to eventually get this thing cracked.
Okay. Uh, in the evening, before anybody has left, a police report comes through, or crops up in your news feed of another shootout north of the Beltline. It was the same area those last few incidents have been in.
Currently ongoing, or is it like is it like
There's footage of it.
okay, so it's already happened.
But it's like just seems to have wrapped up. And where you have seen guys, catch their hands on fire and basically do like fiery punches or touch. The alpha dog you see in this one, it's like fire starts at his elbows and he's just flamethrowering these guys.
Oh, jeez.
That
Why do they let that on
is
TV?
concerning.
Mm-hmm.
Was anyone
And the
reported
videos start getting pulled down pretty quickly, but you manage to catch it when it first goes up.
any fatalities or anything?
I'm sure plenty.
The news is not releasing any names. There have been at least 2 fatalities and quite a
Does
few
it release-
injuries. At least 6 people were taken to the hospital.
Okay, does it say which hospital, or is there only like one hospital in town?
There's at least 2.
Connor will
And no, they don't specifically state which hospital.
Okay.
So one of the hospitals it's kind of up in the north, so
Guess it would probably
it would be the
closer
closest.
one.
Connor will look over at Sasha's like, how fast do you want to get there?
I can walk there by myself and remain unnoticed.
I can get you there really, really quick and leave you somewhere close by, and you can get in there unnoticed faster.
Let's wait a moment, see if anything else is happening.
Still working on the phone. I'm just like, yeah, I'd probably take that if I were you.
She hasn't told anyone she can do what she's gonna do.
Well, no, but she's kind of the investigator of the
Yeah.
group.
I'll go see if I can find anything out. And I
Alright.
suppose I will take the quick way.
All right. He'll just pick Sasha up, put her on his back so she could hold on.
Willem scream as flown away.
Yeah, and he'll activate Point of Legend, use Heavenly Stride, and
Distant screaming.
I look at Samuel and go, I'm gonna get plexiglass on these windows.
At least he used the
didn't-
stairs this time.
Yeah, that's fair.
oh, he probably opened the window fully and out.
Made a show of opening the window.
Yeah, just
We just got it
Oh.
in there.
If you make the show of opening the window, Samuel's over there doing the slow clap.
And then he's gone with Sasha.
Yeah. You want me to keep rolling on this, Jason, or do you want me to just like it'll happen eventually?
I'll let you roll again like the next morning.
Okay, cool. Whenever that happens.
All right, so Connor and Sasha take off at 100 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Talereis is a little predisposed, so if anyone
Rude
else wants to do anything
doppelganger
else.
effect. I mean, he'll know where that hospital is. He'll sort of stop about a block away from it and let her down. We probably got there in like 2 minutes.
I like to think Sasha's hair is like all screwed up right now, like everywhere.
Just taking a moment to like recoif.
Mm.
All right, so like I said, the closest hospital is the Mercy Street Medical Center.
Mm.
It is the smaller of the city's 2 hospitals. Still a decent sized building though.
Do there appear to be any like recent ambulances just like hanging out near maybe the ER?
Yes, there's also some police cars parked over close by.
Okay, so
Not
this is the
not
hospital.
blocking the entrance or anything. I mean, they're
Yeah.
Yeah, Connor would drop her off before, like, out of sight of them.
Stay here. I will text you when I am completed.
Yeah, I screwed up once enough today. I don't need to do it again.
Just shoulder pap, pap, pap.
Wow, you're all better at this than me.
poor little monkey.
This doesn't change her appearance, but she does activate walk unnoticed.
I would say that might not work on Connor just because he knows you.
Well, yeah, it doesn't work on non-trivial characters.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't work on, but I'm assuming like it doesn't work on party members, but any non-trivial characters, they have to do a Clash of Wills roll.
Okay.
So like if it like one of the dudes that we went and talked to was in there, they might have to do a Clash of Wills roll.
That would be.
Want to change your appearance too, maybe?
And I can do that. I could do because that's a knack, and yeah, you know what? Is that a knack? Yeah, she'll do just very generic looking, just plain.
Suspiciously plain.
Suspiciously plain.
That woman
And
looks
Connor's
completely average.
Don't be suspicious.
And Connor's in jeans, like hoodie tucked up. He's sort of like just sitting next to probably a dumpster or something. Looks like he's just napping.
She'll activate the different appearance and walk unnoticed and walk into the hospital and try to find her way towards the morgue.
No problem. Nobody responds to you. Even the electronic door seems to be slow to open for you.
Okay.
You make your way down to the morgue.
Are there any?
Interestingly,
Good.
morgues doesn't seem to be listed on the usual signs. But it's got to be down towards the bottom. So, and once you get down to a certain level, then it starts identifying it.
Okay.
Because it's not the general public doesn't have access to that. But nobody's paying attention to you as you walk through.
Okay. Well, this might be a technicality. I have a boon and a purview that both deal with death. The purview is she can communicate with ghosts, shades, and other forms of the undead that are normally imperceivable or incomprehensible. The other is she can cause a corpse to speak. Oh, well, there'd be a corpse. Never mind. The other one, I thought I had to have be at the site of a grave, but it can be a corpse.
Okay. So you walk down there, no problem. They have a burned up body on the slab already. The technicians or not technician. Well, there'd probably be a medical technician there, but also coroner,
Medical, coroner.
medical examiner, which
Yeah.
a lot of places the same thing. But him and his staff are in a. They're not in the room with the slab. They're like the next room over, getting all their equipment prepped to start doing some work on it, on the body. It's not the only body, or there was more than the one casualty, but the other body is probably in a drawer somewhere already or something.
Yeah.
They've just got one set out to start working on right now.
Okay.
But for the moment, you won't have a whole lot of time. But for the moment, you're alone in the room with it.
Yeah. There's no window, like, looking into this room or anything? Like, from, like, say, their office into this room, like, just the window on the door, perhaps?
No, there's just a swinging door, and it's got
Okay.
the little windows, in each side. But
Okay. She'll just go up.
imagine a rectangular room with the doors on one side. They're working on equipment here, and then you go through the doors without them noticing you.
Okay. She's just gonna go over there, kind of, like, gently lay her hand on the corpse's chest, and, like, I need to speak with you.
The face, and this guy is burned to a crisp. What do you need? I think I'm kind of messed up.
Yes, unfortunately, your soul has departed this world, but I'm looking to get justice for it. Can you tell me?
He looks at himself. Ah, crap. I should be more
Yes.
upset than this.
I won't keep you long.
Man, I felt kind of dumb. What do you need to know?
Can you tell me who did this to you?
It was those frat guys that have been muscling in on our territory.
The Alpha Dogs.
Yeah, they.
Why are they muscling in our territory?
I don't know. They say they're taking over.
Why would they?
We ain't the
why
only
would they be
gang.
taking
We ain't the only
over?
gang they pushed in on, but they seem to be focused on us right now.
After being out of the town so long, why are they showing sudden interest? Have they said anything about that?
Look, lady, I ain't sat down and had long conversations with them.
I understand that.
But they're
I'm
muscling
just...
in on some of our businesses. We sell recreational pharmaceuticals. They're muscling in on that. We have some ladies that work for us that are muscling in on that.
Seems a trivial thing to bring in someone with such firepower.
Yeah, it's a fair amount of money in it, I guess. If they're trying to take over a big section of the town, But yeah, we knew they were. We knew they could do some. They had a few little tricks, but nothing that really gave them an edge over.
The more common means of defense.
Yeah, over I had
gun.
to go get somebody with a fiery punch with my pistol any day.
Yeah.
But the suckers that showed up today.
They were more.
That dude was one dude was like a flamethrower. One guy was throwing lightning. We've had a few that kind of could toughen themselves up. That we fought, but guns would still actually do something. One of the guys that showed up today, it was a pistol just wasn't doing nothing.
She's gonna pull out her phone because she recorded when that guy attacked her at her grandparents. Did any of them look like this?
Let's see. Yeah, he points at one of the guys. One of the guys that had one of the guys that attacked you there had the electrical touch in him.
No, it was just the fire.
Was it just
electrical
the fire?
Was I think Connor?
Yeah, it was.
That's right, because that instant, each one of y'all only had one of those guys show up. Yeah, but yeah, he points at the fire guy. Yeah, that was the guy.
Then he has grown in power.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, if you ran into him before and he wasn't, flamethrower and things, then yeah, I guess so.
I understood.
His eyes were weird when he was doing it too.
How
It's
so?
like he had the devil in him.
Hmm.
I was just hearing today that maybe some kind of devil worshiper.
In the distance, Talereis laughing.
Crap. I guess I might be able to ask here in a little bit.
Some cultures don't see heaven and hell as absolutes.
Oh, what does your culture say about it? I mean, you don't look local. I'm just asking.
Your deeds are weighed.
Against what?
A feather.
Oh shit! What happens? What happens if things go bad for you?
Your heart is consumed.
Does that? I'm already dead. Does that actually do anything to me?
I'm uncertain. I haven't died before. These men, are they staying somewhere up north, or are they just coming in to wreak havoc and departing?
Well, their territory is kind of up in the north part of the city. He rattles off the particular neighborhood. But until recently, they were staying south of the belt line. They've crossed the belt line into our turf now, and that all kind of matches up with what y'all have seen of where the police said the conflicts were taking place. Because if you recall, the belt line runs all along the north of the city. It used to be the north border, but the city's expanded.
Okay. Is there anything else that you could tell me about them? We're trying to put an end to this. She does have a enhancement 3. It would be on any particular roles, and his attitude is 3 towards her.
Oh, he's been pretty cooperative. I mean, if you say you're going after him, he goes, I wish I did, but I wish you luck taking him out.
If I wished to speak to one of your comrades, what would be something I could tell them to let them know that I wish to help them? That they know I'm not coming as a cop or something like that.
Oh, my cousin Tyler is in charge.
Is there something that only you and he would know that I could tell him? A funny story, something he did as
Tell him
children?
Denny sent you. And tell him about the time we knocked over the ice cream truck when we were kids. And he relays a little bit of the story, so
She just kind of nods her thanks. I'll let you go. I wish you luck on the other side.
Hey, if you got any pull there, if you could put in a good word for me.
This would be a good deed. Helping out people who are seeking justice against those that have been wronged.
Hey, yeah, I'll mention that to whoever's doing the heart weighing.
I wish you luck.
Or Saint Peter, or whoever I run into.
Whichever of your faiths you encounter. I wish you luck no matter which faith you encounter.
Oh, thanks. And then the body lays back down and goes into the exact pose it was in before it set up and started talking.
She is out of the room.
As you head for the doors start to swing open. But as long as you step to the side or something, the guys just file in to start their work, and you slip on out without any trouble.
Yeah, she wouldn't even try to engage them.
Hey, they don't, and since you don't engage them, they don't notice you.
Okay. And she just makes her way back up and out. She may... she'll walk through the emergency room area where she's guessing like some of the other other people may be.
The police presence gives you a pretty solid hint as to where they're at.
Yeah, she just kind of walks through there, see if she catches any other ghosts or anything like that. Anything magical taking off too.
Let's see. As you walk through, let's see. They took 6 to the hospital. That's counting the 2 dead guys. Of the 3 laying there, one guy's badly burned on like one half of his body, but he's still able to like talk to people, while they're working on him while the police are there. One of the patients, they pulled the sheet up over him, so clearly he didn't make it, but they haven't had time to move anywhere. The other one, they're in the process of moving as you come in. They're moving him over to the ICU.
She'll hang out for a little bit, just see if the one that's talking says anything interesting, and then she would leave.
If you try talking to that one, he really hasn't got anything to tell you that Denny didn't tell you.
Oh, she's not going to try and talk to anyone. She's just going to listen to the one that may be talking to the police.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant the dead one.
No, you're good.
Yeah, he's just talking about, they showed up out of nowhere. I mean, we weren't doing nothing. We were just hanging out, and they show up, and it's, it didn't look like they were armed, so we weren't too worried, and then it was just, dude just started setting everything on fire, and, there was lightning, and this guy was made out of stone, and a couple of the cops are looking at him like they think he's owned something.
Dipping in his own stash.
But the one actually taking notes, he looks like he's taking it serious, but maybe he's an officer that's seen something already. Because you've had a few incidents.
Yeah.
You do hear, when they're talking, you do hear him give the name of the business they were hanging out at, so you assume that's probably where the attack took place.
Okay.
The news report y'all had saw and had seen was kind of vague on the exact location. He just kind of gave the general area, because the fight had apparently spilled out of where the business was, and they were kind of fighting down the street.
She'd take note of the business and just be on her way.
All right. You get outside where Connor has managed not to be roused by the police for napping in alleys.
If you nap in an alley on the side of the dumpster where there's no one walking, you're fine.
Well, I have another name that we can look into, and it may have been the same one that attacked the garden store. The one that was lit up like a bonfire. You're muted.
I was like, I guess I should have just left you to it, huh?
The dead are sometimes more cooperative than the living.
I'm just really good at hitting things.
I'm sure you have other skills. You just get overeager.
I mean, I did kind of steal a phone, I guess. Or was it me?
You did steal a phone.
Oh no. The existentialism, was it really me?
I mean, technically, yes. All right. Want to go back?
Can we just walk back? I'm still waiting for my stomach to catch up.
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Okay. She will, though, send the name of the business and the name of the person to Talereis and Robert and Jaden.
Talereis is oblivious to it. He's focused.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
they are so
17
focused right
missed
now.
messages.
Yeah. All right, so give me another roll as they try to break the security on this iPhone.
I'm gonna use 2 dice of momentum
Okay,
as I do this.
Do it.
it's got you down to
When I
1
get this
then.
fucking thing. Yeah.
It's another XP.
Oh. All right, we've got said 8 8 and up, right?
Yes.
8 and up.
I've got 2 successes, so it explodes. And it's another success, so 3 total.
All right, you get into the phone.
Woo!
And next week, I'll tell you what you get out of that phone.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is, by my clock, 9 o'clock on the dot.
It just ends with Talereis being like, "I'm in."
Hacker
like-
voice.
It's like, and then it's just suddenly, woot!
Yeah.
Samuel
Dead
looks over the back of the
silence.
couch over at your computer. Oh, did you finally get in there?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, quick question. Has anything with Connor's vigil, has anything triggered?
What would trigger?
Well, basically he's basically just on watch. But he doesn't have to eat or sleep.
Oh, okay.
So he's basically a permanent gargoyle for 2 days.
But
Unless
I
he needs to
mean,
move.
Give
it's a
me.
doppelganger, so I thought you didn't need anyway.
Well, yeah, but he
He
doesn't
might
need to
get
sleep.
tired
Yeah.
like a normal person. All
I
right.
mean, they'll be up to storyteller discretion because it's basically a perfect copy of Connor for 2 days.
Truthfully, it might get hungry then.
Yeah. So yeah, good doppelganger no longer needs to eat or sleep while maintaining his vigil.
All right. So give me a. No, let's see. Composure or resolve or stamina. Just, well, the thing lets you kind of stay alert.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give me composure and. I don't know. What skill do you think would help you on the lookout?
Survival?
That
Survival's
works.
a good one.
Go ahead and give me a roll on that.
It's 4 dice, but I'll take it. Okay. Alrighty. 3 successes.
Oh, not bad at all.
Yeah.
Your dice are trying really hard to make up for that one 0 roll on
guess.
12.
You're pretty sure there's some folks staking out your apartment or Talereis' apartment.
Okay.
They're trying to look kind of nondescript. You know, one guy's just kind of hanging out, fiddling with his phone, and somebody's got a paper, you know. But they're set up on multiple sides of the building.
Mm. He'll send a text to the group text, which will also ping Connor, real Connor. Talereis' apartment's being bugged or being watched.
I've got dirt on them too.
So real Connor would get that, look over to Sasha, and it's like, well, where do you want to go now?
Back to the apartment still. You can go up through the roof. I can be unnoticed. Getting back in is no problem.
I
Alright.
guess these mere mortals. All right, so we're going to wrap up here with y'all getting back to the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We'll dish out XP here in a second, or here off cams. Hope y'all had a good time. I had fun running. We had a few people pop in or out, I think, watching us, so hopefully they had fun. Hope anybody comes by and watches or listens later. I enjoyed it, and we will be back next Tuesday. Davy Jones' show is still with us. Excellent. Be with us tomorrow when we have a Monster of the Week game scheduled, run by V.
Yeah.
Then on Thursday, it's Descend into Avernus with Maddie.
You know, we're almost done with that one too.
Oh, is that one about to wrap up?
We're scheduled for like the beginning of March-ish. End of February, beginning of March is when we should be ending that.
Okay. Any idea what y'all going to do next?
It's a homebrew. It's still 5e, but it's a homebrew.
Okay.
And that's all I can say about it right now.
That's fine. I'm not trying to get a scoop.
Yeah, no, you're good.
We take a break on Friday, come back Saturday with the Stolen Cities, which is also 5e. Off on Sunday, and then, of course, on Mondays, Heath is running... Is he still running Troubleshooters, or is that wrapped up?
Yeah, next week is the last episode for the Troubleshooters.
So this coming Monday is the finale of the
The
Troubleshooters.
season finale, yes.
And then, like I said, we're back
then
on
they're
Tuesday,
gonna-
so...
Yeah.
So anyway, I guess that does it for us. Can y'all think of anything else? No?
No,
Well, then we'll sign off. We'll see all y'all later.
don't freeze out there.
Please don't.
Yeah. Keep warm, Texas.